So back in 2013, YouTube was a very small part of my life. Basically, the only time I'd go on YouTube was to find like a how-to video to figure out how to do something. So I was really ignorant about a lot of the content on there. And I remember in my feed one day, SNOWCAT popped up. He's a motovlogger out of Canada. And I'm like, what is this motovlogging all about? And I watched his video and I just thought it was kind of interesting. Of course, once YouTube finds what your interests are, they start feeding you all kinds of other videos in that same category. So I was having videos pop up from WALTERRIFIC and Do It With Dan and Chase on Two Wheels, like all the big hitter guys, right? And I remember watching WALTERRIFIC and thinking, this guy's, he's a bit different. And I thought it was really, I was intrigued by the idea that he rode around on his motorcycle and everywhere he went, people knew who he was. I was like, wow, that's kind of wild. I never seen that before. And I would watch all of them intermittently. I was never like a hardcore motovlog watcher to where I would binge it, you know what I mean? But I was aware of everybody. I'd watch a little bit of this guy, a little bit of that guy, and then I thought I could do this myself. And that's when I started my motovlog. Like I said, that was back in 2016. Eventually, I just kind of stopped watching motovloggers. I'd watch them occasionally, but not on a regular basis by any means. I go, I wonder what WALTERRIFIC's up to. I hadn't watched one of his videos in a very long time. And I was surprised to see that he hadn't posted a video in like 3 months. I'm like, wait a minute. I do know that WALTERRIFIC has suffered from depression on some level. I don't know the story right now, what's going on with him. He just kind of disappeared and hasn't really told anybody what's going on. And I imagine he's just suffering from burnout. And being a YouTuber myself, I can tell you right now that it's very easy for that to happen. And what you do is you just kind of disappear. You don't tell people anything. I disappeared for 5 months from making videos. And I was like, dude, just get on there and make a video about why you're not making videos right now and explain to people. And I couldn't get myself to do it. It's very strange. So here's WALTERRIFIC with over 2.3 million subscribers, and he's just bailed. He might be back one day, but I don't know. So that inspired me to kind of look around at some of these other legendary type of motovloggers and see what they're up to, because I remember 6'4" Honda having some, kind of bailing out. He's at 1.2 million subscribers, and the guy has not made a video in 2 years. Now, I did hear that him and his girl had a baby, and he's focused on family and living life on a safer level. I don't know that for a fact, but the fact is, he's basically gone. SNOWCAT, one of my original motovlog guys I was watching, he's at around 170,000 subscribers, and he's still making videos, but there's big gaps in between, 1 to 2 month gaps. He's released a series of videos building a mudroom. I mean, it's kind of like 4 videos to build a mudroom. So he's basically changed directions. A lot of his videos, I liked watching them. He just kind of ride around Canada and get mad at stupid drivers. And now he's just kind of not really doing that. Suburban Delinquent, he's like a local guy to me. 444,000 subscribers. He was doing a lot of videos with the Kleb. And, me and him actually hooked up, and I got to know the guy, and I rode with him and Kleb on one of his videos, and he's been in the game for a long time. And I think he's just another guy suffering from burnout. Here we are. It's been 5 months since he's made a video, and I don't know what's going on with him, because making videos was like his job, his main job, I do believe. So I don't know if he bailed out on it and got a real job. I can tell you this right now, his buddy the Kleb, the guy's a character, man. The guy was pulling in serious subscribers. He ran his channel up to 1.13 million subscribers, and I looked on his channel. He hasn't made a video in 2 months. You know, he was doing a lot of his videos with he going around on his bike. You know, he just kind of clowns around, and a lot of his stuff was girls. You know, you look at all his thumbnails, she this, she that, she wanted to ride my bike. You know, they were doing well, but even that guy got burnt out. It's just like, I'm just tired of doing this. I never really watched Hunter Honda much, if at all, but I knew he was out there, and I went over and checked out his channel. He's just over 500,000 subscribers, and the guy has not made a video in 11 months. Now, I did hear that he crashed. Somebody commented about him crashing. I don't know anything about the crash. I don't know if it was bad. I'm not going to sit here and say he crashed, so now he's scared to ride. I mean, I'm just saying he did have a crash. Do It With Dan, he's another big guy out there, been doing it for years, over 1 million subscribers. Even while I was watching his content on occasion, he started to lean toward, you know, 4 wheels instead of 2, doing a lot of car and truck builds, dabbling in 2 wheels, but you know, you can pretty much figure that you know, he suffered from motovlog burnout also. I think the thing with motovlogging that I've experienced is you can work your butt off and not get a lot of reward just through YouTube revenue, and that is why a lot of motovloggers have converged over into doing bike builds, bike giveaways. Come on, people, get off your phones. Oh god, look at this, I didn't even get the light. Anyways, you can make really good money building custom bikes and then giving them away through people that sign up on Patreon to support your build. Chase on 2 Wheels, he's probably the biggest guy in that area, and he's the one that inspired me to do it. And I did a couple, and financially I did very well. I can say well over $10,000 for each build, and that doesn't even include video views, which both of them are into the millions. My bobber build is beyond 13 million views between Facebook and YouTube, and then I did an old school bobber build, and on YouTube it's over 3 million views. So they do very well. People like watching them. So you got Chase on 2 Wheels doing it. He was making $30,000 a month doing it at one time. You got 650 Ebe. You've got Motonosity has done some. Blockhead, he's doing bike build stuff way more than he's doing any motovlogging stuff. Come on, green light, where you at? That guy doesn't look like he's enjoying his job. There's where I'll be going for lunch. Wendy's. I love their chocolate frosty. So a lot of these guys have found out that the best way to make a lot of money on YouTube and still being involved in bikes is doing bike giveaways. Big money in that. Nothing wrong with it. So I just think it was interesting that a lot of these, I'll call them motovlog legends, the OG guys, a lot of them have faded off and just got burnt out, and like, I'm over it, I'm done, moving on to greener pastures. The YouTube life is definitely a roller coaster ride. There's a lot of guys that you see, these popular YouTubers, and man, they struggle with, I don't want to call it depression, but burnout, not being happy, not being fulfilled. You think, man, you got a great job, all you do is make videos and watch the money roll in, but man, it's an emotional roller coaster. It's stressful. It's not as easy as you think. Alright guys, so no joke, I get back to my office, I sit down to eat my lunch, and I get a message on my phone, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's from WALTERRIFIC to all of his Patreons saying, well, let me just pull over here and I'll read it to you guys. It's crazy. His ears must have been burning from me making that video. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, as you can see, I am not dead. Yay, good to hear. Hello everyone, surprise, it's me. All of y'all are still here for some reason, even though I closed my Patreon years ago. And since I'm opening it up again, I have some announcements to make. I have a new video coming out. You know about this before anyone else. Ain't that special? Question mark. I can't say when it's coming, but it should be soon. And for all of you who are patrons this month, your name will be included in the end of this video. Huh. Funny thing is, I forgot that I even signed up for his Patreon years ago. And apparently I'm still in there, so I guess I'll be in the video. But yeah, he's coming back. So if you're a WALTERRIFIC fan, hi, look at the kids. They're all excited and waving. Hi. They're all going to want to ride motorcycles when they get older. Just picked up some... Hey. Just picked me up some dog food over here at PetSmart. And I was thinking about the WALTERRIFIC thing, and it's kind of weird that he's announcing that he's coming out with a video over on Patreon. Why not just launch the video without announcing it? But that kind of tells me that he's reactivating his Patreon because he's not making enough money on YouTube by itself to sustain a full-time gig, and he's going to use Patreon to make more money, which 100% support it. If you can do it, do it. I've done it. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of put that out there, and I wish him the best, man. Seems like a good guy. Depression is a hard thing to deal with, I imagine. I'm far from depressed, so that's gotta suck big time. So if you guys are a WALTERRIFIC fan, go support him over on Patreon. If you haven't watched WALTERRIFIC, go check out his content. It's unique, I'll give it that. Anyhow, yeah, motovlogging has changed in the past couple years. It's not a huge deal to me because I don't follow it that closely anymore, but for those of you who have, you know, I'm sorry to hear. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will catch you in the next video. I need to put my clothes back on. And I need to get over. Shit. Sorry, dude. See you guys.